Canada has the largest Sikh population after Britain. The Sikhs who have been here for over a century hold important positions in the country. Unfortunately, Sikh separatists who have taken asylum in Canada and are trying to keep the Khalistan movement alive have negatively affected the community's image. But the majority of Sikhs in Canada are against the Khalistan movement and violent extremism that it propagates.
ਬਾਹਰ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੰਨ ਦੁਖਣ ਲੱਗ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਔਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਰੋ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਸਕਦੇ ਉਹ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਸੂਚੀਆਂ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਣ ਦੇ ਅਧਿਕਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਔਰ ਅਧਿਕਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਸੂਚੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਖਤਮ ਕਰ ਦਈਏ ਉਹ ਤਦ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹਣਗੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਸੂਤ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਖੱਜਲ ਖੁਆਰ ਹੋਣਗੇ
Canada has banned and labelled several pro-Khalistani groups terrorist organizations, including the International Sikh Youth Federation and Babbar Khalsa. But these groups exist illegally and clandestinely pursue their so-called Sikh agenda, using violent means to serve their ends. It has long been believed that pro-Khalistan terrorists were responsible for the 1985 Air India bombing, an act that goes against the Sikh Rehat Maryada, or the Code of Sikh Conduct. That incident killed 329 people, mostly Canadians.
But any act of terrorism is essentially an act of desperate cowardice. It's an act against humanity. It's to bring about fear with the means of inciting political change. I mean, there are other ways of going about it, obviously. In terms of homegrown terrorism, in terms of, for instance, with the Air India bombing, Canada was the staging place for that. There's no doubt about that. And it was an act committed against Canada, and it was an act committed against India.
Khalistan movement is largely non-existent in India. But there are second and third generation of Khalistan supporters living away from India who do not even understand the reasons why they support the issue. In April 2008, a few Sikh students in Surrey wrote T-shirts with Khalistan written on them. However, school authorities asked them to remove the shirts. For these misled young Sikhs, it was an opportunity to show commitment to a dead issue that is being furthered by a few disgruntled and self-serving Khalistanis.
People need to realize that the past is the past and it's over, and the future is something that needs to be focused on. And in order for their families and their children to live an understanding life and be friendly with, everyone around them, they have to drop these ideas of the past.
Canada is a safe haven for a handful of Khalistani Sikh separatists. But their activities are considered offensive and have been widely rejected by the people of the country.